Okay, hey, let's do this. Let's do the proofreading webinar fairly quickly. Now, I'm going to show you and introduce you how to proofread on our platform. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to motorword.com. You're going to enter your translator credentials, and you are going to log in. After you log in, you should be able to go to projects, and we're going to use this test project for testing purposes here. You should be able to go to translate/proofread. Here, after you have joined the project, you should be able to see a proofreading tab. After you click this, you will be prompted to be the proofreader for the project. However, this time I will just assign you manually. The first thing I want you to do before you begin proofreading is open this custom text on the side. And the reason why I asked you to open this on the side is so that you can read the whole text in full and retain the context of the text. That way it is easier for you to translate. After that, you are able to click on proofread. And after you click on proofread, you will be opening up our proofreading editor. And here in our proofreading editor, this is where you will be doing proofreading. Now, the first thing I want you to do when you are in our proofreading editor is I want you to make sure that you have this filter section here set to none. And the reason why I ask you to set it to none is because this way you are able to see the project from top to bottom, like this. And essentially for proofreading, what you will be doing is basically just making sure that there are no typos, making sure that the grammar is intact, and just overall a polish of the translations. Now, a major thing for us is that we want you to make sure that you keep the project consistent. By consistent, we mean that if there is a word, a terminology, a word in the project that is very, very recurrent, for example, let's use the word wildcat here. The word wildcat here is very, very recurrent. If we were to translate the word wildcat, we will keep it as one word throughout the whole project. However, there are sometimes some words, 2 to 3 words can have the same meaning. During this case, we want you to make sure that if this word is recurrent in the source translation, we want you to keep it consistent in the target translation as well. So essentially, you will just mainly be dealing with consistency. You will want to make sure the project is consistent, that there are no grammar errors, and there are no typos, and just an overall polish of the project. The way you will do that is that once you are in our proofreading editor, you will be able to see this check mark here. And with this check mark, you are able to approve suggestions, as it says here. So let's just say that this was just translated very literally, English to English. It's 100% correct. We can approve this string here. And essentially what you will want to do is you will want to make sure that this check mark is recurrent for all the segments, because that means that the project is 100% complete after you approve all the segments. So let's say that let's say that for this segment, you also have pull down options here. If you see this little icon here, it means that you can pull down other translations that have been submitted by translators, and you can choose the one that best seems fit, or you can also choose the one that best seems fit and edit it. So let's look at this. Has Chan, you can edit this and then recommit. And as you can see, you have re-edited and recommitted. What you will do is you will just close this up here. And you can see how we edited this string and we were able to recommit it. Now let's just say that these two are okay. We can just go ahead and approve them. However, at any point, if you do need to edit translations, just remember you are able to edit and recommit. Commit. It'll give you commit anyway, and after you commit anyway, actually it'll just approve that segment for you right away. So essentially we just want to make sure that all the strings are approved. Again, you just have to make sure that the project is consistent, grammatically correct, and there are no typos, and just an overall polish. Now there are just two last things that I want to show to you, and they are tags and And those two things are tags and how our platform splits strings up. And the way our platform actually splits strings up is that it separates every sentence and makes it into a segment. So let me show you how that works. Not translate, it should be proofread. And this is just splicing of segments. So for example, there are some words like doctor that have a period, and our platform thinks that that was a sentence and it ended there. However, it kept going. Here is the perfect example. And then I will show you how to work with tags. For lunch money, Lewis, the answer has become friends with legendary producer Dr. Luke. So as you can see, these two segments are actually one sentence. So the reason why we actually ask you to filter to none is because this way you'll be able to see the project from top to bottom. And if there are segments that are split apart, you will be able to tell them out right away. For example, like here, Dr. Luke, you'll be able to tell them out right away. Now with tags, like I explained in our translator webinar, tags, we want to make sure that you keep them the same. So here you can see 11, 13, 15, 17, 21. All of it is in that order. 11, 15, 13, 17, 19, and 21. Now the main reason why I'm telling, and these also, you have to make sure that they are followed by that / and all of that stuff. Now the main reason why I'm telling you about tags is because when we build a project and we want to return the project back to the client in its original format, what happens is if our tags are not in the correct order, the project can't be built, and therefore we cannot return the project back to the client. And this is the proofreader's responsibility to make sure that all of this is correct as well. So just make sure that the tags are correct. I understand that in Vietnamese you may have to change the word order around because the language word order may be a little bit different. That is fine. You are able to change the Vietnamese word order around. However, tags have to remain the same. And essentially that is it. Again, just to reiterate, we want you to make sure you open that in a separate tab. Here for the custom text, just open that in a separate tab. Then after that, you click proofread. You will be coming into our proofreading editor, and what you will be doing is validating strings. Make sure you have all of this filtered to none. Make sure that the project is grammatically correct. The project is consistent and that there are no typos. And again, just an overall polish. If you have any questions if you have any questions, just post a comment here, or you can also send me an email at paul@motorword.com. You already have my email address, actually. Now here, as you can see, remember I told you about the tags. Tags have to remain the same. However, the word order is able to be changed. And then just splicings of the string of segments like Doctor, just a year later, Dr. Luke. You can see that these are actually one sentence, but they are split apart because our platform thinks that this is a sentence. However, it's not. It continues down here. And that's it. There are a few more features that you should know about, but I won't be showing them to you today. If you need to use our search function to search for words because the project may be a little like a page or two, you are able to filter out words. Like these two segments here with the word wildcat. Again, if you have any questions, just send me an email to paul@motorword.com, and I will help you accordingly. And that's it. I hope to see what you do with our Vietnamese project. And if there are any questions, just send me an email. Bye.